Happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And he'll give it here to his running back, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. A look now at the Oakland offense.
One thing for us to keep in mind and remember, they're coming off of their open week last week. They got to sit home and relax a little bit before the final stretch of the season. They got the lucky draw because every team in the league wants to have that open week later in the year rather than early. They benefited.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lawrence got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. On 3rd and 2, Lawrence.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
6-6. Pull it high.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November. already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Stafford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyler Fackrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, Stafford here. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Now a first down carry by Bell. And able to work his way down to the 16. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. From the 16, Stafford, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 3rd and short. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Defense.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Back to throw, Stafford. That's complete, right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
Let's go. Hey, let's go.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Flushed out right. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
30 base. 55. Take 3. 218. Chop.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Right back to him on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Lawrence letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And they give this time to the tailback. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
Here we go.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie. So second quarter, this offense losing and hoping to get the football in the end zone for the first time. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It got his man complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing on first down, Lawrence. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here at Arlington. This is caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. 59.
They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Off play action. Lawrence. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone. Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
In the back. Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing after the interception, Lawrence. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And this one will be returned to right around the 38. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Lawrence. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Buying time to his left. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Someone knew exactly.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Malcolm Brown at 3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer on 2nd down now. It's Ingram able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes up.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But